Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Market Misfits. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin today. So, tomorrow, the countdown began actually yesterday. So, if y'all remember, we had basically a window from January the 8th through the 10th for Bitcoin for the expectation. BlackRock saying most likely tomorrow is going to be the day. So, three, two, one. And the question is, are we going to lift off? Or are we going to crash? These are the two scenarios, or two of the scenarios. We're going to cover another scenario, a third option. But first, let's cover this. Let's go over this article real quick, and then we'll get back to the charts. We're also going to take a look at XRP because some stuff happened with XRP. They were talking about the Bitcoin spot ETF on Fox News, and they showed a bleeper of a of Ripple up on the freaking screen on Fox News. So we posted that in the group. So if you're in the group, be sure and check that out. We had speculated before and hadn't said anything to anybody because it sounds ridiculous, but what if but since this was brought up, you know, we'll go ahead and bring it up. Let me move this on over. So we'll cover this just real quick. It might sound crazy or whatever, but you know, anything is possible. Is it possible that the Bitcoin ETF was a cover up for an XRP ETF? That's what, in the very, very, very back of my mind, that's what I've been thinking from time to time. So, and here it is right here. So, Fox News was talking about Bitcoin, but the picture showed up XRP. Coincidence? I think there are no coincidences, and I have to agree. We talk about this all the time. None of this stuff is coincidence. You think this is an accident? So the question is, did they do this, excuse me, because they wanted to show people what was really happening, or they just want to confuse the crap out of everybody? Because when it came down to it, Grayscale had shown XRP up with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they didn't show Solana. They didn't show Binance or any of those. They showed XRP with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And here we go, talking about Bitcoin. You can see it right here on the screen. And the freaking Ripple comes up on the screen. So, you know, there's a lot of speculation going on right now. Let's read this article and we'll take a look at some options, and we're going to go over that third option, the third likely scenario for Bitcoin and the rest of the market. Excuse me. Let's get into this. The anticipation of a spot Bitcoin ETF product has triggered a revival in Bitcoin's price, necessitating preparation for two crucial scenarios that may play out ahead of potential approvals. Despite the latest comment on recently filed S1 and S3 amendments, industry experts remain optimistic that the United States Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) will approve the investment products this week. In light of this, crypto analysts from platform CryptoQuant share two price scenarios that may play out for Bitcoin while advising the community on how to respond. Excuse me. Current data insights show that Bitcoin is trading at a price and market capitalization of 46,622 and some change, and nearly a trillion market cap. So we're at not 913 billion market cap for Bitcoin right now, marked by 6.13% growth in 24 hours. Bitcoin trading volume this period has soared by 71.79%. The CryptoQuant bull bear scenario. According to CryptoQuant bullish scenario, if the price of Bitcoin rises to 48,500, the share of 1 day to 1 week holders is likely to jump to above 8%. The analytics platform noted that this will indicate an overheated market that will reinforce an imminent correction. So we're also at it. And we talked about this a little bit yesterday. We're at a very critical level where we have not retraced. And historically, when we get this close to the all-time highs, we see a sharp retracement. All of the bull runs have done it -1. And so that's going to coincide with our third option, the one that didn't crash. So we're going to take a look and see what happened with that one. But let's continue reading here. The platform highlighted that the 48,500 level is the average unit price of 2 to 3 year holders, some of whom may choose to sell, thus creating a major resistance point. 2 scenarios before Bitcoin spot ETF approval and how to respond. Quick take post by Mac. This post explains how to analyze the price of support and resistance using on-chain data of the average unit price of Bitcoin holders. In the bearish scenario projected by the platform, a 2 to 30% drop in the price of Bitcoin may be recorded, dragging the coin down to 34,000 or 30,000. So we've gone over this scenario also several times. So we are prepared for this. And honestly, I'm prepared to see it go to ground zero. So, there are people also out there speculating that we're going to see a crash because depression's coming, into the world and all that stuff, which is, it's not too far-fetched if you really think about it. So, but it could also have an adverse effect if the economies collapse, banks collapse, and then we need some kind of way to store what we have left, or banks need to store what they have left in the infrastructure is taken down. Then what are they going to resort to when there's already an existing blockchain? So it could have an adverse effect. So, just trade with caution, invest with caution, try to stay out of your emotions and consider every possible scenario. That's one of the main reasons. That's one of the main reasons why we get on here, because we want to share what we are seeing, and we want other people to be aware of the downside risk. Because right now people are saying, everyone wants to hear Bitcoin's going to blast off, but the truth and the reality is, and this may not be popular opinion, but it's a reality. When we are this high, we have seen retracements. So love it or hate it, it is what it is. We're not here to, get people to join us or like us or watch us or support us because we tell them what they like to hear, to buy high, to continue to buy highs. When it's the opposite, it's just sell highs. Not saying to sell anything, don't buy or sell anything. We're just talking in general. These are the general principles of investing. So what determines a high? Your guess is as good as mine. So anyways, let's finish with this here and we'll look at the charts. By holding, CryptoQuant noted that the average unit price of 1 week to 2 months and 18 months to 2 year holders are at 34,000. The average unit price by holding of holders in the 3 months to 12 months category is at 30,000, and a trend reversal may be recorded if or when these levels are breached. Risk management advocacy. In its guidance to the public, CryptoQuant underscored the imminent approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF. So there's also this. What if that doesn't happen? What if this says denied tomorrow? Then what? Okay, so anything is possible. You guys, we were long oil when it went to negative zero. It went below zero. Okay, so people say that we're crazy sometimes because we tell the truth as it is. You never, ever, ever know what is going to happen in the markets. So the analytic platform noted that taking on the upcoming risk is unnecessary. Despite the current bullish predictions about Bitcoin, there is a slight chance that spot Bitcoin product may be disapproved. Hey, there we go. We're not as crazy as some people think, maybe, or at least we're not alone in our insanity. If this happens, like I say, if this happens, the volatility that will enter the market is bound to be enormous, and traders need to properly manage their risk as well. You guys, so be really, really careful about your risk management, how you're doing stuff. It should be the same, to be honest. It should be the same. You see, if you're a passive technical day trader or whatever the case is, you shouldn't and this is, take it as financial advice or take it as an opinion, but going hard on something like this right now, you're taking it. Yeah, the reward could be bigger, but you could bust it, your account or whatever it is, wide open by over leveraging or over investing. So let's take a look at the charts. So have XRP up on the other screen. We're looking at Bitcoin right now. So we actually had to drop this. We dropped this in the group. This was a symmetrical triangle forming on the 15-minute. We are in this weekly support. Let's zoom out real quick, and then we'll go zooming back in. So here we are. These are the levels that we're looking at on the weekly time frame. So we have 46, basically the center of this is why we have the yellow dotted line. If we follow this over, boom, here we are right at the tops of these closes right here. And I remember when this happened because this was market manipulation right here. We had a channel on the weekly. It looks like this. Okay. So look like a continuation pattern, right? Get a little simple little flag going down right here. Boom. Looked like it was going to be a continuation, and then we popped up, and then all of a sudden everyone's bullish. It's the bull run all of a sudden. I remember this. But on the daily, this actually was like a channel, more like this on the daily, and this popped up, and there was a little double bottom, little double top up here, and it freaking crashed. So there was market manipulation last time that we were at this level. So the fact that we're seeing all this stuff happening with the Bitcoin spot ETF and everything, right now, just like those people said in the article, they said it's not worth the risk right now. But on just our opinion, my opinion, it depends on the risk. Everything I think deserves to have some risk. I mean, not everything, but you're talking about a major event. Take a risk going short, take a risk going long. Where's your setup? What's your reasons? You fire without hesitation, but you don't go over leveraging or selling your house or whatever to go in. That's financial advice. So anyways, so we're looking at this level right here on the weekly. Let's look at the daily. We had a strong daily set, nice retracement on the candle right here. So we were also in a triangle on the daily, or actually it started out as a triangle like this. Here we had a false breakout, boom, wiped out lows right here. So we went up out here, wiped out lows, false breakout, then we went up again. We've had a little bit of retracement here today, but let's go on to the 4-hour and see what's cooking. If you saw this after that false breakout, then you might look at it like this. Sometimes you got to question, what the market's showing you right now and what was there before. So if in order to get a correct markup, so just real quick, when it comes to manipulation, sometimes you got to pretend like this part right here wasn't here. So I can't connect this dot right here because I don't know it was there. So to get a better visualization and story to tell, sometimes you got to ignore a piece and be like, okay, well, what was this before? If we're trading price action patterns, and that's what we do here. So we're trading price action patterns with confluence of fundamental and macroeconomic events as often as we can. That's our golden setup. So with that being said, sometimes, and we know that there's a lot of manipulation. We talk about this all the time. So this is ramping up, and I don't think it's any coincidence at all that we ended up breaking out right here and getting this giant, pretty solid. I'm not gonna say giant, but big daily candle right here. Let's go to the 4-hour. We're starting to see our smaller triangle again. Look at the volatility. We filled in this gap, so that's good. Look at how this wick right here nearly connects just with this one. We talked about this the other day too. This is just like nearly pinpoint precision right here. So let's go to the 1-hour, take a look, see what this looks like. Get rid of this guy. And just keep in mind, hey, we're at this, see this yellow line, this little spotted line. That's why we have it here, because look at this, these wicks right here. we were getting rejected right here. So for the hour on Bitcoin, we were looking for a break. And I'm not even going to say to be bullish, but buying this high, of course, if you're leveraging, high is relative to whatever time frame you're on. I mean, we could be low right now on the 1 minute. So it just depends. So that's why we just don't go trying to tell people, definitely anything, or hey, do this or do that. Number one, we're not financial advisors. Number two, we don't know what time frame every single person is looking at. Let's look at the 3 minute. So on the 3 minute, we've been in this range and we're about in the middle. But on the hour, we are at a high. So here we are way up here. Here's a low. So there's definitely a difference. That's why we can't go doing that. But we do go off of the bigger picture, and we are at this resistance right here, this yellow dotted line. So, and that's not going to change no matter what time frame we're on. For a break, we're looking for a break above 47 into 47 and a half. Look, we have our little marker here right before 47 and a half for the alarm to be set. So this is what I am thinking over here is likely to happen. And then we'll go over the other scenarios. There's actually 4 scenarios, but I'm not going to cover all of them. There's probably more than that, I'm sure. I mean, but fundamentally, let's take a look. So we're looking for, drag this down. So we got our 50 mark up here. We got our 50K. Let's just put it right here. Oops. Put 50K right here. So looking for an approval. In a case of an approval, obviously a breakout, maybe some crazy market volatility. Maybe we come down and come back up, and then we hit and come down. And then sometime down here, maybe we go to 30K if it's a sell the news. So this is one of the options, or one of the predictions that people are, it's a popular one, let's put it that way. So, and we go shooting down here to the 30K. This is the 35K. And to say we go down to the 30K from there. Another one would be that we get an approval and we just take straight up off, claim the 50 and continue. Now, this is the scenario that everybody wants, I think, or retail wants, but there's another scenario, and anything is possible. But we have come up a long ways, and we have not retraced. So another option is this becomes some kind of distribution or reaccumulation. So, only time is going to tell what's going to happen here. You see your setup, if you're a trader, when you see your setup, you act on that setup without hesitation. The fundamentals, you have to decipher those yourself. We're just here to give a perspective. So let's take a look at XRP. So the Bitcoin ETF came out, and it was on Fox News, and they brought up Ripple for some reason. So let's take a look at this chart here. This was the range that we had been in yesterday, and we talked about this possibly being a market maker move right here. And it looks like exactly what happened. We're here, we had the markup just like this. We had the markup like this. Something like this. Down to here. And, here we are down here. So we were traveling in this range, and we had and we're still in this range. So we broke out, and what we thought happened did happen. And so that's been nice, to see lower prices. Honestly, if Bitcoin crashes and we see XRP and the whole market dumps and we go back to 30-cent XRP or even lower, the better. It just comes down to having patience. Warren Buffett says, the market is a device for transferring money from the patient to the not patient. So, and I think that's some very wise words there. So, at the end of the day, that's what that comes down to. So, as far as XRP goes, who the heck knows what's going to happen here? But we did get our strong bullish engulfing on the outside of this symmetrical triangle. We also have this long wick that came down and liquidated the crap out of everybody. Honestly, I'm thinking that we're going to go down and sweep the lows down here. If that was a glitch or whatever, all this stuff that we're seeing, you just always got to remember that stuff is not an accident. Just like we saw that person saying that is not an act. Nothing is an accident. Coincidence? There are no coincidences in this world. I agree with that 100%. So, especially when it comes to money and banks and the government is not going to go off on a rant on the government, but anybody that's aware knows already. But let's see how much time we have. Nearly 8 hours left on this candle. If we get bearish engulfing here on the daily, then it had to be bearish till right here, which is we'd be right at this support 53, 54. But really this area down here, and on the KuCoin chart, we already came and wiped all this out. This is Binance chart, but on the KuCoin chart, we came and wiped all this stuff out. So, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens here. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. We're gonna cruise through the time frames real fast. Take a look at XRP, BTC, and call it a wrap. But so we're looking for on the 4-hour for a close below 55 to break out of this consolidation. We're looking for a close above 58. On the 1-hour, we are in a downward consolidating channel going down to the 55 mark. So, and we are at a support right here. So we are at near the 55-cent support. We're in a descending channel. Let's pull up the RSI real quick to see if we get some kind of divergence right here. So we are having some divergence down here. And it's bullish divergence. So looking for a break on the hour, actually right here past 56 cents out of this channel. So let's set an alarm here. Once per bar close, a candle that breaks up here. So we'll be looking for a breakout right here on this channel, bullish breakout. And then also, if we happen to come down, then we're just going to be looking for our key levels, both psychological and technical levels, and looking for signs and price action that we could be, seeing the end of it. We'll be looking for some type of accumulation or a reversal pattern down low. Let's take a look at XRP BTC. So we had our breakout here. We posted this in the group. We had our breakout. Boom. Looks like it was a false move right here. So let's take these off of here. And now here we are again in another descending channel. And we are way low on the RSI right here. So let's take a look out on the higher time frames here. On the XRP BTC chart, where are we on the week? We're down quite a bit. So we're coming down past this support. We're just got to see where it goes from here, you guys. But come on over to Market Misfits. You can find us on Facebook. Check out the comments at Trading Success 4X. If you're seeing this on YouTube, then just look in the description and you'll see a link. This is a free group. Come follow us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. Make sure and hit the like button, subscribe, and come over to Market Misfits. We're dropping signals in the Market Misfits daily for the crypto market. So we're also dropping all kinds of value in here as much as we can. So we can't do as many videos as we can post. So stay more up to date on what's happening, different likely scenarios. We have PDFs, so we have a training course. All this stuff is for free. We open this up to the public because we know that there's a lot of people out there that are holding, they're invested in cryptos, but they need a place to where all this information is organized and in order. So anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for now. We will holler at y'all on the next one. See ya.